Here is a video on how to understand the leader guide for the sophomore retreat. The leader guide is on the first tab, section 1 of your binder. Section 2 has all the resources you will need. Section 3 has reflections for the affirming prayer service. And section 4 has some icebreakers to be used. The human knot and the toilet paper roll game will be used for sure. The birthday mixed up in 2 truths and a lie are extras in case you need them. Here are the different roles to be decided upon in the morning. Here are the afternoon roles. This is our schedule. So the retreat team arrives at 8:30. Then from 8:30 to 9, you get organized, and it shows there what you will be doing to get organized. Then the retreatants arrive from 9 to 9:30. At this point, you need to make sure that they are leaving their cars and coming so that you can have a staggered start time going to the ropes course. From 9:30 to approximately 12, they will be on the ropes course. Now know that this is an outdoor retreat, so the timelines are somewhat flexible. If you end before 12, you can start lunch early. If they need to play Gaga or want an outdoor activity in addition to the ropes course to then have lunch at 12, that is fine too. Then from 12 to 12:40 is lunch. It'll be pretty so you can eat outside. Lakeview Lodge is available for bad weather. Make sure everyone has gone to the bathroom before moving to the cove for small groups. So they'll go into their small groups. They'll start with a prayer, then have the 2 icebreaker games, and then lead into St. Angela's Call. Each of these are on the resources or in the icebreaker section with directions for the small group leaders to know exactly what to do. From 1:10 to 1:40, then we will transition to the panel, and there's a list of retreatants in your binders, so then Mrs. Cahill will be able to announce everyone. From approximately 1:40 to 1:55, then they will move back to the cove, which is so pretty, and they'll be able to do the Being Brave activity and lead into Pray, Discern, Act. We end with an affirming prayer service. The affirming prayer service, it's really important that every single person in the group has a card written to them. We don't want anyone not having a card written from a member in their group. So each member of the group writes a card to every single member in the group. And it's an affirmation card affirming them of what they do well. So for example, if I was writing an affirmation card to Mrs. Reisman, I would thank her for always being supportive and kind to me, and for always having a cheery face, and for always supporting the programming that we do with Faith Formation at St. Ursula Academy. So that would be an example of one. You want to make sure as a group leader that you write one for each person in your group, and that you come with an example already ready for somebody else who is a leader on the panel or on the retreat. Now, we don't want to return cell phones until the end, because when you return the cell phones, you want to make sure that they've cleaned up first. So clean up and pack the car, and then return the cell phones. Then they can complete the digital survey, which is in their inbox. This is very important. We use the survey to measure how we can improve retreats in the future. So one last thing, back to the panel. Please make sure when you are answering your questions to the panel that you put spirituality and God in your answers. So some of the girls, when they go to ask their own questions, will start to ask questions about your college search and things like that. So be sure to make sure that you share, how God has helped you in your process. Also, make sure you repeat the question so that each person can hear the question before you have your answer. Thanks so much, everyone. Have a great retreat.